Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. It is indeed said that a tree that does not have branches does not grow shade. Except a tree has branches, you can never shade yourself under such tree. Hooray! We are getting a report right now that precious stones have been discovered in Queen Naomi's land. That the precious stone that is discovered in Queen Naomi's land is called Paraiba, Tourmaline, and gold discovered in Queen Naomi's land in Osun State, that is in Ile-Ife. This happens to be the same land that was rejected by Ikpi, Ebony, and Oletik. That when this information got to the Oni of Ife that they actually, as they suspected, discovered precious stones in those lands, they say Oni of Ife forgot that he was an Oni and he jumped up from his seat. Oh my God, when a child has been blessed by God, there is nothing anybody can do to take that blessing away from that child. That was why I started by saying that except a tree has shade, has branches, you cannot shade yourself under that tree. And I'm going to tell you why I said this. Now, remember when the hospital drama happened, okay? Where Oletik was still in Lagos. Oletik had already had her babies. Now, when Oni of Ife launched Equity Hospital, and expatriate, that Equity Hospital, they said it cost Oni of Ife about 3 billion naira to put together. And now, they said that about 70%, even though some people are saying 60, some are even saying 50, whatever it is all good. That half of it goes to Tadeni Kawe. And we are all aware that Tadeni Kawe is still an infant. So if Oni has a property that is given to Tadeni Kawe, invariably meaning that that property is given to Olori Naomi. Now, when that information came out, Oloris were very, very upset. One of those Oloris that felt really bad was Oletik, because Oletik feels that, she said at the time, allegedly, that how is it possible that Kabiyesi has other children, but Kabiyesi is focusing on Tadeni Kawe as if Tadeni Kawe is his only child? How can he give that huge share to Tadeni Kawe, even when he knows that he just welcomed twins, and one of them is a boy, that's a prince and a princess. And they said Oletik took this event personal, like she was very, very unhappy over that development. Now, at the time, not right now that Oletik's uncle has been incapacitated by the family members. At that time, the uncle still had upper hand in the decision-making of Oletik's life. They said that the uncle had to go to look for Oni. They had a series of meetings and all of that, and they were not happy over the decisions that the Oni of Ife was taking. Now, as we are hearing, because issues started coming up, Ebony had issues over that. Ikpi was very upset. They said even blow and all of that. Now, Oni of Ife said, okay, now that you people have turned this into a community issue, I have to let you guys know that I am not just sharing things and giving to only Tadeni Kawe. That I don't have to come and tell you people what I am doing, because of course it's not as if I'm writing a will or I am about to buy or anything. That everybody has a share in my estate. That look, so and so hectares of land in Osun State has been left to Oletik and the children. So and so hectares of land has been left to Ebony. So and so hectares of land has been left for Ikpi and all of that. But you know that Osun State is not like Abuja or Lagos or Port Harcourt or Kano. The value of their landed property is not that huge like all of these cities that I just called. So most times, if you give somebody a land in Lagos, say for instance in Lekki, hey, that person will jump and be very happy and praise you. But when you give in those states like Osun, Kwara State and all of that, most times if people don't see it, especially for people who have seen money before, they don't really think it's something so great. So they said, and remember, there in Osun State, there is this portion of land they say is in hectares that was bought for Olori Naomi to build a prayer camp. Okay, to build a prayer camp. So they said it was like 3 hectares that was built, reserved for Naomi's prayer camp. Because before she got married to the Oni of Ife, she put down her ambition, the thing she would like to achieve. One of those was to build a very big church in Ile-Ife. That is the El Merel ministry that is in Akure right now. Naomi's number one, dream is to have a very big church where people can converge and pray. And then, because she was married to the Oni of Ife, she didn't want a situation where she would be moving every Sunday, having to go to Akure. But, she got married to the Oni of Ife. The first 1 or 2 years, they were struggling. I think a whole year they were struggling to have a baby for the Oni of Ife. The second year, by the grace of God, she got pregnant. She gave birth to Tadenikawo. Then the Wahala started. And before everything, Naomi left the palace. So most of the project that Oni had prepared for Lori Naomi were left in abeyance throughout the period that Naomi and Oni had that fracas, that problems that they were having. So now, when these people started listing the things that Oni have done for Lori Naomi and everything, Oni said, okay, that the land for Naomi's church, because they kept calling the land for Naomi's church, they kept calling the land for her prayer ground. Oni said, okay, the land for Naomi church is already in Olori Naomi's name, okay? And some of the things that I have given to Naomi, especially that royal mansion, is already in her name. I am not going to go and reclaim it and now start to change the name. That's not what I'm going to do. Under no circumstances will I do that. Look at the prayer resort center. They said, I don't know, they said some people are saying 7 hectares. They say it's a very big land, okay? Oletik should take that and keep for the children. The reason happens to be that at the time Kabiesi was, giving that property to Oletik, they had not changed it to Naomi's name. It was not in Naomi's name. Oletik said, God forbid. As we are hearing, for what? That they will be giving Naomi properties in cities. Port Harcourt, there's an oil well for Tadenikawo. Lagos, there is a hospital, Tadenikawo. Lekki Mansion, Tadenikawo, all of that. They'll go and give her one, even if it's 100 hectares, she doesn't want it, right? She rejected it. And that time she just had her baby and all of that. It's only recently with the recent events that, she's clipping her wings. That time she could say whatever she wants to say. Now she left that one. The same land, they said, was offered to blah, 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 say, like that is Olori Naomi that wants a land inside forest that she used to do prayer, that she does not need it, okay? They should give it to her. They should look for something reasonable for her. They gave to Ikmi. They said Ikmi rejected it. Like, vehemently, they said they didn't want it, that they did not want it. Now, right there in Ile-Ife, they said there is a filling station. Now, Kabiesi bought some filling stations in Ile-Ife and rebuilt them, and also did some new filling stations in Ile-Ife. There was one. Remember, there was a time, I don't know if you're aware that there was a time they said that Kabiesi built some new filling stations in Ile-Ife, and that most of those filling stations were in Tadenikawo's name. What they now did was, Kabiesi now gave one of those filling stations, okay, to Oletik. Now, the filling station that they gave to Oletik, that Oletik was celebrating at the time, you know that why she was celebrating was that there was a time there was this heavy fuel scarcity. And that time, the management was able to get product into that filling station. They had cars, so many cars. And so Oletik did not understand that when there is fuel scarcity, people can drive 1 mile to go and get fuel. Okay, so she didn't, she's not into the business, she does not understand. Like, say for instance, if you are living in Lagos and there's no fuel in the whole mainland, let's say for instance there's no fuel, people who are serious with what they are doing can even go to island to go and get fuel. As long as they know that fuel is going to take them for like 1 week, they will drive there to get fuel. So that's how it happens everywhere in Nigeria. So Olefik celebrated that filling station, not knowing that it was because of the rush at the time that made that filling station what it was at that time. So after that time, they gave, some of them some filling stations. Then they didn't also know that filling station, to even get product, is even a problem. That's why you see some filling stations are left like they're almost by, you see filling station as if it's not a filling station. It's because they don't have the capacity of getting product. Sometimes it takes a lot of politicking. When you see people who are into oil and gas in Nigeria, you know that they have a lot of, connection and all of that. It takes a lot of politicking to be able to get product. They now accepted those filling stations that right now, the filling stations are like no filling station, not making profit, not getting product. That is what Ankabiesi said he's not going to go through that for them. NAMI has the capacity. You know why NAMI has the capacity? Because of her project in Port Harcourt, that oil well and all of that. That's why NAMI is able to run that, because she knows the modus of operation, but these other women do not know. They were very happy. So, because they were very happy, one of the filling stations that we heard they gave to, as it is alleged, we heard that they gave to Oletik, and another filling station that was given to Ebony at the time. They said one of those filling stations was one of the filling stations in Tadenikawo's name. They didn't know that Oni of Ife knew what he was doing. They said they took that filling station, remove it from Tade and put it on Oletik's boy, the son, okay? Then another filling station that they gave to Ikpi, they said they removed it from Diola's name and gave to Ikpi. Another filling station that was given to Ebony, we heard that they removed it from Adewamiwa's name, put Ebony's name. Ikpi, they were very, very happy. But right now, there are no product. The only person that is getting small product is Ikpi, because Ikpi already was into oil and gas. And they say most times that in a month, you will see product in that, this thing, once, no product. As we are hearing now, no. This thing caused so many problems, so much problems and all of that. Reverend Esther Ajayi told Queen Naomi, slow down, relax. When God is working for you, relax, sir, relax. Reverend Esther Ajayi told Queen Naomi, and Queen Naomi said, okay, that was all. Queen Naomi went back. At that time, Reverend Esther Ajayi advised that they should go, that land at the time, they had not put it on Queen Naomi's name. They now went to go and put that resort land on Queen Naomi's name. Hey. These people were celebrating, they thought they won, and I don't want this video to be too long, because it's as a story where they grab, they la right. Happy new week to you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to come up with more update. The cause of this whole drama that is unfolding again, you will hear everything that is going on. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.